Yes, people, like today's actually the day, people. Today is the day where
Hello.
the Reggae Boys squad is set to be released. So today's the day for somebody the like button on the show. We have an early start today because the fire blaze already. We're hearing that there's potentially local players in squad, and that's causing a lot of concerns for people. Some people are concerned that why are there local squad if Dujan, Whisper, and those guys cannot make the squad. T-Got, what says you? Should we be taking local players at this point? They can't really help us now. Okay, I think we lost T-Got. Anybody want to take up that question on the panel? Feel free to go ahead. I'm not sure we should be taking on local players at this time. However, um, because we need players who can actually help us right now in this tournament. So I'm a bit concerned that's the approach we're taking in this game. I don't know. Determine, are you there? Alex, are you there? Are you guys hearing me?
JT, thanks for the show, the platform. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Every day I come on here, I learn something new.
Yeah.
Um, for me, I'm just gonna wait before I make any cast any judgment. I want to wait and see.
Mm.
But as far as local players, no, there's no way we should be doing that, especially with what we're facing, right?
Mm.
And especially with how important the World Cup means to our program, right?
Mm.
So, but I'm just going to be patient and wait before I
Yeah.
say anything.
Actually, guys, I think we actually call on the. Let me see. We call on the wrong call. 'Cause we need to call back the people them on the line last night. Let me call you guys on another line because we see we have some people here on the line that we're not gonna use. So me call you guys back. Hold on. 1 second there, folks. I just wanna get back the people who were actually a part of the show last night. That was yeah. This is that we call a bunch of people where we don't really care if they join. Yeah. Big up yourself, Owen. Owen. Yeah. Shouldn't we? I'm not sure. This is the time. Big up yourself, Travis Peso on the job, White House. Yeah. Crispy. You think we should be experimenting now?
So let's give him the chance and see what he does before we really start to say that local players. He's gonna, I think, pick the best 23 that he think is the best for him or for his style of play. So let's
Fine,
wait and see.
fine.
So it
Well,
don't matter whether
should
it's
we take
local
local
or foreign.
players though? Should we take local players right now?
Suit his style of play.
Yeah, but should we?
And he would know them better because he's here every day, so he knows majority of the players because LA plays against them in some format or the other. So he would definitely know what the local players are about.
Hmm. Joshua, you think we should be taking local players, Crispy, Ghosts, and the rest of you?
If the player meets the criteria, then fine. He talked about playing a certain number of minutes. He talked about you know playing in the local in your local league and stuff like that. I'm tired of this style of play argument. Um, i- um, is there any style of play in existence that will have Lionel Messi not playing on a team?
In answering to your question, JT,
Can somebody answer my question?
in answering to your
I-
question,
I-
JT, I think
Is there
local
any
players
style?
right now do not
Is
really.
there is there any style of play in existence that would have Lionel Messi not being on the pitch?
In
Crispy, I
answering to your
think the
question,
main
JT, I don't see any local player right now that is up to the standard
So,
right now.
so
To be honest with
nobody
you.
can answer my question. So the style of play argument is retarded. You must stop.
Crispy, I think you made a good point when it comes to the criteria, and this is why I said I'm just gonna wait, sit back, and relax till the list come out, and then I'll be able to judge speed accordingly, right? Because he set up the criteria, and I can't wait to see it because this is when I know if Speed is a man of his word and if he is a man of Jamaica national football.
Can somebody answer my question? All of the football aficionados on the panel, is there any style of play that will have Lionel Messi not being on the pitch?
No.
You're making a point to say what?
No, I am making an argument that the style of play argument as to why a certain player will not play is retarded.
No, but you cannot use Lionel Messi. You
Why
cannot.
not? Why not?
You cannot.
Why not?
Because our footballers are not at that league to be equipped and fit in any system. They are not.
Then
Messi can adapt in any system.
Right. So you cannot use that.
Okay.
The top five players, Messi, Mbappe, any one of those, Jamal, any one of those can fit in any system because they're that good.
Okay, so the issue is that the players are not of the particular quality. It's not the style of play.
Let me ask you a question. Apart from Greenwood, hold on.
No.
Hold on. You ask a question. You ask a question.
We're calling her back. It's the wrong line because this line have about 40 people on it. So we have to call on the line that we used last night. Hold on. Man. Which was it that we were on last night? That cannot be it. Was that yesterday? Let me see. No, that's not it. 1 second, people. I just gotta get the people back on that we were on with yesterday. Blue Mountain. Here we go. We don't have. Let me just call. Let me just create a new one. Let me just create a new one here. Let me just create a new one here. 1 second, folks. Let me just add these people back to the call. Blue Mountain. Let me add Ghost. Yeah, continue, Crispy. Continue.
Yeah, I think so. Yesterday we were talking about moving the program forward. I think certain false narrative need to end. False narrative like style of play as to why a player cannot play. Style of play like the player play different for the club at the national level. None of those things occur anywhere else. We're the only people who come up with these ideas.
Crispy,
Players are selected. Players are selected.
I totally agree with you.
The players are selected everywhere around the world. Players in general, players are selected for the national team based on club performance. We don't want that. We're talking about a player will play different for club and play different for country and blah blah blah. Another false narrative. A player cannot play because the style of play, and I'm like. I do not see this occurring anywhere else. If a player is good, a player is good.
That style of play argument is done on point because we don't have a style of play. None of us can identify our style of play.
Yeah, but even if a player is good, a player is good. You know what I mean?
What we should be using.
But like I said,
that is what we should be using. But we always.
But like I said, there cannot be a definite style of play because based on the team that you are playing, you might have to change up the way you play.
This notion that Blue Mountain, this notion that
what you mean that's bullshit? If you're a style of play, right? If you're a style of play, it's a high press. If you're a style of play, it's a high press. Are you playing against a heavily attacking team? Where you going to high press all the time? No. It depends on which team you play. You can't have a specific style of play. Yes, when you play. Here's where certain narrative fall apart. You have players who they will play for the Spanish national team.
You have players on that team who play in Germany. You have players on that team who play in England. You have players on that team who play in Spain. You have players on that team who play in Italy. And they are all playing in different style of play. And when they come to the Spanish national team, they play to the Spanish national team style of play.
Right.
So there is no a player cannot adapt to us.
They're playing with a style of play or they're playing with a system. Which one? Man, no, use long term enough. Man, no, use long term.
Listen,
whatever you want to call it, whatever you want to call it, bring that Spanish player.
Whatever you want to call it, it's the same.
When the Spanish player goes and play in England, he does not play the same way that he plays for the national team in Spain. When the Spanish player go and play in Germany, he does not play the same. But when he comes for the Spanish national team, he plays how the coach wants him to play. Just like any player we get in the Jamaican national team, they come and they play how the coach wants them to play. You know, this notion that a player cannot play, for a certain style of play, they will Cephas will be picked over Gray. No coach is going to pick Cephas over Gray except on the national team, irrespective of style of play.
System is different from style of play. We need
whatever you want to call it.
It's not whatever. It's not whatever.
I don't think system is different from style of play.
No, system is different from style of play. Style of play is adaptable to whatever opponent you're going to face. System is different from style of play, my youth.
Okay, whatever. Okay. Let's work with your argument. When the Spanish player goes to play in England, it's a different style of play. When he go to play, when another one go to play in Germany, it's a different style of play. When the other one goes to play,
different system.
Okay, so you're saying that all clubs in Europe have the same style of play.
Style of play is adjustable depending on the opponent you're going to face on that day.
Okay, so you're saying that all clubs in Europe are the same style of play.
No.
Listen, Melford. System is the formation that you use. Style of play is different from system, so it's correct.
Simple. So system changes based on who you're going to face.
System is the formation 4-4-2, 3-5-2, name them. And style of play is how you execute. Which player is going to hold the ball the most?
Simple, brother. Simple.
The left back that is always going to be feeding the attacking midfielder. That's the style of play.
Someone play number 10. I'm a play on the right today.
From
system.
Okay, so so the Spanish players who come and play for the Spanish national team, are we saying that when they play throughout Europe, they don't experience different systems and the style of play?
Yes.
Let me say one thing. Some things is learned from your baby, from your 4-year-old up. So it's a part of you. Just like driving or swimming or riding a bike. Because you ride a bike, a bicycle means you can ride a bike. And vice versa. So most of them start teach a system or a style of play from a 4-year-old or up. So in any way they can adapt to whatever system that coach have.
No, that's nonsense. That's nonsense.
Okay.
Yeah, Chris, Virgin. I mean, I agree with Crispy all the time, but Crispy logic make more sense than that one I said. Point blank.
Again, we are using false narratives.
If you want to support this argument, you have to expound on your perspective on this idea. So expound on that. You're not just come and just widespread it and say, yo, he make more sense. You have to decipher why if he won't make more sense.
The reason why he said that, sir, is because Crispy is articulating himself quite well, and even though he's making nonsense, he still agree with him, sir. That's why.
There is no system. There is no coach, especially in Jamaica, for example, who is going to who is going to select.
All right. Is it safe for us? Is it safe for me to say we have no system or style of play? Jamaica have no style of play. Hello?
Yeah, long ball.
We don't
Pick
have
it
no
up,
system
long
or
ball.
style of play. So what are we arguing about then? We're trying to make an argument for what?
What I'm saying is that we have certain narrative that if we're going to move forward, we cannot continue with the fast narrative. Just like how in Jamaican society for a long while there was this fast narrative that poverty causes crime. That's false. If we're going to make progress, we have to get rid of fast narrative and go towards the truth.
Crispy is speaking facts. Brethren, Crispy is speaking facts. When you look at a team like Curacao, right? Many of those players that played for Curacao who's now in the World Cup probably never spent 6 months in Curacao. Probably never played football in Curacao before they played for the Curacao national team. Right? You have players. You have players who play for the France national team who came through a total different academy or different system. You understand what I'm saying? So we need to stop talking about the system thing for real. And we need to pick the best players and we need to play according. Because every team do not play the same way. So you can't just have one system and say, this way I work with it. Not gonna work. I tell you, we are in 2026, and if you're not playing dynamic football, you're not gonna win game. You have to be able to play tiki-taka football, and when that's not working for you, sometimes you have to be able to go long. You have to be able to play dynamic football. This system thing we keep talking about, that means nothing to me.
Blue Mountain, Blue Mountain, the system narrative is used to put locally born players on the team. That's what it is there for.
Right.
But you're nonsense.
That's what it is there for.
Every time that your argument always lead back to local.
But it's the truth. It's the truth. The truth is the truth.
Go back to local player.
But fisherman, that's the truth.
All right, I'm going to tell you why I agree with what Crispy has said. Let me tell you why I agree with what Crispy has said.
You don't have the same narrative to man say that.
No. Let me tell you why I said that.
The system narrative has been used to pick Cephas over them, I agree. The system narrative has been used to pick Cephas over them, I agree.
Well,
so that's why.
Crispy. Hold on, stop.
That's an example of why.
Stop right. So here's where I'm going to disagree with Crispy.
That argument you're foolish still.
No, it's not. On the club level. At the club level, no coach is going to pick Cephas over them, I agree. No coach at the club is going to do that.
Crispy, here's where I'm going to disagree with you a little bit, right? I disagree with you a little bit. You know me, I'm not a Cephas fan because I always tell you, besides scoring a goal, besides scoring a couple goals, he has nothing to the team. But you have to admit, at the time when he came in towards the end of the qualifier, when he was playing over Damari Gray, he was scoring. So obviously the coach is gonna pick him. He was on fire, we can say. So obviously the coach is gonna pick him. So I don't think it's because
Cephas, in 2 games, Cephas made 8 passes in 2 games.
But he was scoring and Damari wasn't scoring. So I think you need to use another example. I think you need to use another example.
Let me get a plug. 1 second. Guys, 1 second. 1 second. Mute them. People, remember to hit the like button on the show, folks. Remember to hit the like button on the show. It's very important. The squad comes out in another, let me see, what time is it Jamaican time now? The squad's supposed to be out at 11. The squad's supposed to be out at around 11 a.m. 11 a.m. Jamaican time. That's when the squad's supposed to be out, people. Let me see, what time is it in Jamaica. Can somebody tell me the time in Jamaica?
I think it's 10:48.
Okay,
I think it may be 10:48.
Okay, so the squad should be announced very shortly then, right, people? It should be out around that time. People in the comment section, remember to hit the like button. Very important. We're gonna have a long day today, people. Cause when the squad drop one next war, I kick off over that again. So, that's why I say maybe just start this early till everybody just burn out themselves for the whole day. That's what we're gonna do here today, people. It's the weekend. I have nowhere to go. I buy everything I need already. All right, continue.
Crispy.
What
Crispy.
what I like is that Mr. Speed is closer to my philosophy, you know. Mr. Speed is very close to my philosophy.
Crispy, you just say a while ago, CPAS make 8 pass in 2 games. I wish 2 games. Tell me the 2 games never make the 8 pass.
I don't remember.
You don't remember. Because you don't know. You just following somebody. You hear cranky with it and you come with it. Attack. You don't know the facts, you know. You don't know because you didn't check anything. You hear cranky come with it and you come and spill it. That's what you do all the time, you know. Every time you come and spill something, you spill it from somebody else. You don't know because you didn't check it. Do you check it?
Is it incorrect?
I said you check it.
No, is it incorrect? If I see something in the National Observer and I repeat it, can I repeat it from that source?
You hear with it.
No. So what?
That's all you do. Go around.
So what?
Listen to
It doesn't matter.
Like it's back. You check it.
Again.
Do you check it?
I'm fisherman. If I see something in the Jamaica Gleaner, and I repeat it, am I wrong?
You said something a while ago, and I asked you which 2 months. You say you don't remember.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
You don't watch it. You don't know which part because you didn't watch it.
It doesn't matter. If I see something in the Gleaner,
and you don't know if it's true, but you come and feeling it.
Come
you
on,
don't know if it's true, but you come and
Cranky is not an observer. Cranky is not an observer. Cranky is not a journalist.
If I see something in Observer and I repeat it, can I repeat it from that source?
Blind leading the blind. That's the blind leading the blind.
Oh, let's work with your theory. For the last 5 years, a poll has been conducted in Jamaica, and a YouTuber in Serpi has been rated by Jamaicans as the most trusted source. Facts. A YouTuber Serpi has been rated by Jamaica as the most trusted source.
Nobody no put no style up in accommodate no local player. Stop spreading your damn narrative. Stop spreading.
We are on YouTube and somebody who's an opponent on YouTube is degrading YouTube. Come on.
You know what football? You just come out everything you look, you listen. I hear somebody say you take it from one place and carry it to the next place.
No, I'm a source. The source.
You don't watch football. You don't watch football.
The owner of Chelsea never played football. Might not even watch football like that. But they own Chelsea Football Club.
About a player, which player position you don't know. You say you don't know.
Again, that's irrelevant. The owner of the LA Lakers is a female. She never played basketball, so what?
Nobody can get no chance to talk, and you know what football.
Come on, again, the owner of the LA Lakers never played basketball. She's a female. She can't talk about basketball.
I know what football. You know, me say you know what football, my boss. And every time you come and you some narrative. And you know watch no game.
No, that's irrelevant.
Fisherman, you know what's most surprising, Fisherman? You have a person on the panel earlier said, yeah, he's speaking facts. That's the crazy part.
Because he have the same narrative. So he must go. Every man says come away, man. He must say yes. But this man don't watch football.
Nobody has answered my question.
Did he say he was speaking facts? Or he said it makes more sense?
I asked a question and nobody can answer it.
The gentleman said he was speaking facts.
But Crispy, nobody can answer a question because you don't give nobody any time to answer anything. We can't remember what you asked.
Okay, I asked at the club level. Is there any coach who's going to pick Cephas over the Mariah Gray?
Don't think so.
Okay.
Depends on the style of play. on the day.
Okay, you see, it come back to style of play. It come back to style of play.
Yeah, because look here. Yo, if they're gonna play kick around down, if they're gonna play kick around down, if they're gonna play the ball on the wing, definitely see if I gonna get pick over the Margaret.
Okay. It proved my point, you know. It proved my point. What the style of play is used for. You're proving my point.
The style of play is used for what? For what?
I'm to give locally based player a edge.
No, brother, no. Bullshit. Bullshit.
Okay.
Bullshit.
Okay.
So you're saying that?
Okay.
So are you telling me that there is no?
That's right.
You're telling me that.
So you guys,
Yeah?
let me just explain to the fans and people, everybody, what my understanding of style of play and system is. My time playing football. Now, Crispy, style of play is not static, you know. It's quite dynamic because
Jesus Christ, tell him again.
you see the system that you're playing in. People a lot of times it's not the coach says this is the style of play, is the system kind of manifests itself in a specific way based on the attributes of the players within that system. Because you can be playing in a system with mostly slow players, or you're playing in a system with mostly touch players or fast players. So the style of play is gonna manifest itself in a different way. So style of play is not something static. And system is the system is it never gets really changed. You have what's I see some people mix up game planning. You stick to your system, but you plan for the opponent based on what they're doing in the game, but you don't stop doing what you do because that's what
Didn't
you're
I
good
just tell you
for.
that, Crispy?
Because they have
Didn't
to
I just say
plan
that?
for you. So you guys
But a
have
man say,
to, yeah, you have to
you articulate
remember
yourself.
that.
A man say, you
Yeah.
articulate yourself, so you make more
Yes,
sense.
and with all of that said, with system at the club level, where a coach is gonna put the Maragre on the bench and pick Cephas, where is it gonna occur?
Let me tell you what system. Maybe a coach who plays counter-attacking football.
Simple.
Or fast transition football, and he wants a winger to get up the field.
But
Wait,
more
simple.
so
what do you mean?
guys, you hear me say to Crispy earlier. I said to Crispy, I'm not gonna agree with him because based on the type of game that you're playing, you might play Cephas over Damari.
Yeah.
I did say that, right?
Yeah, because Crispy no problem is this Blue Mountain. He's looking at football strictly off statistics. Football sometimes on the day goes off the requirement of base what your opponent is doing, bro.
But didn't I say dynamic?
Okay, let's use the counter-attacking style that you're talking about. Hold on, the counter-attacking football you're talking about. Say you have a player who is faster than Lionel Messi. Is a coach going to drop Lionel Messi and to pick that player in a counter-attacking system?
Crispy, so let me
use
No. What is good for the goose is good for the gander, my friend.
No,
Crispy,
you know why he can't drop Messi? You know why he can't drop Messi? Because
Why
Messi
not?
is the one who's going to get the ball to the winger.
Yeah, and I always tell Crispy, let me say this to you, and I'm always no, Crispy, I'm always very blunt.
little rough.
One second, guys, Crispy, I'm always very blunt with you.
You sound a little bit rough.
You take other approaches, the way you look at things in other football is not the same, my friend. I'm always telling you that. No matter how you want to argue upon YouTube, I've played this game at a higher level. And I'm going to say this. There are times if Messi is on the team and Messi's team is the weaker team and the coach maybe is trying to get a draw, the coach might put a more defensive player out there for Lionel Messi, depending on how brave that coach is.
You got somebody who clean up the inside, vacuum.
That's how
The
football is.
Lionel Messi played Jamaica. He came on in the last 15 minutes. He didn't even start.
No, that's not. No coach. It's that like they were scared of that team. I'm just saying. If you look at a Jude Bellingham.
But Messi you have games that they won't start Messi either.
No, but Coco, more time you reason things, brother, and you
Which game is that? Which game is that?
That's not what those games don't count, bro. Those games don't count. Messi
Friendly,
was
like when he not play against Jamaica. When he not play against Jamaica.
yeah, he was
Because
just
you
being
can't
yeah,
play.
he
We're
was
not going to
just
start
Yeah.
Messi. I don't need
yeah,
Messi.
he didn't need
Yeah,
Messi
not the man need
against
Messi. All right. Not
against
the man need
Cavalier,
Messi.
bro. Yeah,
When you
so
need Messi,
so
Messi, you have to
Coco, nobody
start.
go to them thing. They just let
So,
me
oh, so
finish.
I want to keep John and I never need him then.
They never need him.
But let me just finish up the point. So Crispy, what I'm saying is this point, you're gonna lose 100% of the time. I know where you're coming from. I get what you're saying. You're going off the metric. What you're saying might work in basketball. That doesn't work in football. That doesn't work in football. That's why even right now, when you look at even Jude Bellingham, I look at football. Trent Alexander, who is now performing at um
Real Madrid.
Real Madrid, he's left
He's there for the squad.
out of the squad. But guess what? He's one of the best attacking right backs currently in the world. But what did Coach Tuchel saying? Based on what I need for England and my team, Kanza and those other guys offer me up what I need right now. So there you go, Crispy. That's even just an obvious one that happens today. Bro, you're not going to win this argument. So it's best you move on. Football is
I'm
based
Trent
on requirement.
Alexander. If Trent Alexander was overperforming, he couldn't be left out. Coaches come up with art for
No,
excuses all the time.
no.
What
Crispy, you
time
don't
what time
understand.
don't like?
Crispy, you're going to get
JT,
me.
11
don't
o'clock,
like?
11 o'clock,
Yeah,
11
make a
o'clock.
move from this. Bro, let's move from this
What I
argument
don't
with it.
like? What
Bro,
I don't
bro.
like?
Yeah,
The
Joshai, don't argue with Crispy with this anymore. He doesn't understand football in this sector. What we're talking about here, this is for people who actually play the sport at a certain level. Because what he doesn't know that Trent Alexander is the best wing back going forward, but he's poor defensively. So you know what I mean. So we can't explain that. To
Okay,
him.
then
No,
JT. So you have given a logical reason why the coach might not want to set the player.
but that's the same
You
thing
have
I
given
said
a,
about
you have,
that's the same thing I said about Messi. The coach might want Messi might be on a team where, let's say, he's playing against a stronger opponent and the coach thinks we need a draw for this game to go through. I need to put another player because Messi can't really run back and we don't need to score. So you put a player out there that's gonna get the job done defensively, though he's a better player. The game, bro, you have to look at what's required for the game in football. It's not black and white, Crispy. It doesn't work like that in football. Maybe basketball and the NFL and them sport there. Football, a lot of times, it doesn't work like that, bro. Oh, the squad is
Squad,
dropping.
that's what I'm saying, 11 o'clock.
So listen. Crispy is making a lot of sense with his argument, but the Damari Gray, Cephas playing over Damari Gray, or Cephas getting picked over Damari Gray. Crispy, I have to disagree with you there because sometimes, Crispy, you can be the best player, but the coach see me as a guy who's worse than you as a better fit for that game. Depending on who we're playing, depending on our opponent, depending on what he expects from the team and a certain player. You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So you can't answer that.
Yeah, Crispy, you can. He's looking at it, Blue Mountain, like the straight up black and white in football. That doesn't work, bro. And he's not getting that.
This style of play now, this style of play is used to give local born players an edge.
You know, support that argument, brother. No,
Crispy, I wouldn't really say that. I wouldn't really say that, Crispy. But I understand where you're coming from because I hear that argument before from Teagat Davis. And basically they were saying something that just didn't make any sense to me. But, I had to just,
Okay, let me look for the live start here.
Because
At 12 o'clock it's going to start.
Teagat Davis was basically saying...
It's not 11? It's not 11
It's
o'clock?
11 or 11:30.
Oh, so he didn't start it.
But some of the reason why I hear some of the senior players say the man them not fitting at the system is the dumbest reasons.
It's gonna be announced.
You guys hear me?
Yeah.
You guys hear me?
Yeah,
some of the reason why I hear the senior players, the past players are saying like even the English player won't fit in their system. And it's for the reason that they give is the dumbest reason you'll ever hear. Man, I tell a man, say, boy, because a man never come sit down with Jamaicans and dance to reggae music and eat ackee and saltfish. Him not fit the system. Him not go camp. You know, those are the dumbest. Huh?
You know, fit the style of player.
Mate, guys, can you guys drop that thing, the style of play thing?
I am telling you, I hear fast. I hear, but we're not. But I'm telling you, I'm telling you.
Jamaica style of play. Jamaica style of play. I broke the bull, man.
We're gonna go on back.
Right, so for the longest, all right, for the longest while, Jamaica have modeled Brazil.
Yeah,
we tend to want to play like Brazil. No,
we're not fit, and we don't have the ball sense to play like Brazil. Period.
But this is what I'm saying. But this is what I'm saying to you. Or even if we did have the quality to play like Brazil, can you honestly tell me, is Brazil style of play being is that successful style of play in 2026?
Well, because the thing that not they're not.
No, that's why they went for that coach. That's why they went for the new coach. It's changing.
Wait a minute here. Do you realize that all those teams where Brazil were playing before, there's a lot more competition now? Everybody get good and evenly. And South America, they're all good.
Brazil's all team get good enough. It can be said the same. It can be said the same for CONCACAF because
CONCACAF.
Yeah, CONCACAF. The lower, some of the lower ranked teams.
You do have a point, but we always think Jamaica is the best thing in CONCACAF.
Nah, me never always think that. Me I tell you the truth because me understand football.
Well. I mean, most of us are some of us on the panel.
When we talk about the style of play and development and whatnot, there is one criterion that people always leave out, and I wonder why. In my profession, you are trained to take instruction. When players are developing and coming up through the ranks, aren't they also taught to take coaching instructions? Hold on a caller. So for example,
press conference start.
Development taking instruction based on development.
So Blue Mountain, you have a player is playing for Chelsea, and the coach is giving him a party like Okay, go ahead. Okay.
So I would really like to also.
Thank you. Mr. President, a few remarks from you before we commence this morning. The microphone is right there on the table. Yes, you can use that microphone and we can commence.
Thank you very much, Simon. Of course, let me recognize our coach, Mr. Rudolph Speed, and his assistant, Mr. Mick. I'm just very excited to have
Brother call me and this brother call me and listen to the team. Like, where Mohammed is.
in his neck of the woods, but actually Kohli was in Iraq and had to take a history treatment home. So we have followed his movements, and we're just very, very delighted to have him.
Yo, everybody is just mute, please. Everybody is just mute for them because we can't have so much to play one time.
Head coach Mr. Rudolph Speed to announce his squad. Know that unofficially names are all over the place, but people would, of course, speculate a lot because would be so intriguing because I would love to ask each punta, for want of a better word, to select his squad, and I'm absolutely sure that everybody would name a different squad. So I would really like to also recognize those who are representing the respective media houses and those who are, of course, representing the social media. We are just happy to have you, and we are delighted to have you as our partners. When I look at the number of posts that came out of the kit launch last Wednesday, it just shows that football and the JFF is current and very much making the transition, and we have evolved. Thank God for those who would have supported us over the years and all the stakeholders who would have been us through that long haul. There is some light at the end of the tunnel. We really want to cap this off with the men's World Cup qualification we have to embrace and want to work with. Thanks again, and I'll hand back over to.
Yeah, man. Hurry up and come on. Hurry up and come on for a thing without a chatting, man.
Thank you very much, President. Appreciate that. Yes, we welcome our General Secretary, Mr. Daly. We'd also like to welcome Mr. McFarlane, Operations
Simon,
Manager.
cut the crap,
Also
man,
at the
and
back, we
talk. I'm
have
just
our
get
Projects
on
Manager,
with the
Sheldon Graham,
business,
as well. So thank you very much, gentlemen, for joining us this morning. So at this moment in time now, we'll also ask for remarks as well from head coach Rudolph Speed, who will get into the squad for this morning. And momentarily, you'll also look at the monitor to your right as well to match what is being said. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Simon. President, thanks for being here. Miguel, I know the effort to be here. General Secretary, good morning. Members of the media. Just following up on what the President has said.
Maya, turn on your TV.
With these selection policies, we try to be as transparent as ever. I think this is the most transparent selection policy we'll ever have. So I'll just go through what is going to happen for the next two games. So the technical team definitely will be myself, Miguel Coley, first assistant coach. Then there's Michael Donaldson. He'll be the other assistant. Our physical trainer will be Lamar Morgan. Aaron Lawrence is a goalkeeper coach, and you know Derek McDowell is the doctor. Omar Stennett or Roy Simpson will be the manager. Simon Preston is a press officer, and Kyle Chin will be our video analyst, and those are presented here on the screen. I just wanted to go back over the selection criteria. These were made known to all the players and all the stakeholders from
Some more volume.
somewhere there in early January, and we were adamant that for selection,
Look more
players
volume.
have a contract with a club in the top 20 leagues in the world. If you are not playing in the top 20 league in the world, then you must be playing in the top league in that country. And if you have played for Jamaica before with grandfather in, and you could become a member
Look a bit better
of the team. Now, the selection criteria is one.
That's it.
I'm
playing it to my phone, bro.
Selection criteria. But
okay.
there's also some requirements that is a must.
Players
must be fit.
JT.
Hold on, brother. Hold on.
Players must be playing regular minutes at their clubs.
After them name out the
JT,
squad.
Players must
we
exhibit
have a beat
a
everybody
high
now,
standard of
2026 you're
performance.
supposed to have a
And
look
of
a
course,
nice
other
Bluetooth
conditions may
speaker.
apply.
We have a
No,
beat
me have
after
all of them thing there, bro. Me have everything, The thing
I
is,
just
me have
wanted
to
to
hang
go
up
into an example
we don't know
of
for the
what we have
call.
to look at before we pick somebody.
Okay.
So, me I listen to
For
it,
instance,
no
on the
one
break,
listen to me, so let
we
me
have
hear it
four
now.
midfielders.
Yeah, so no
who
can
have
listen
played
to
for
your own thing as
Yeah,
well.
man. Anybody a bit loud. Anybody a bit
Jamaica
loud.
over
Cause
the
me a
years.
driving us, so me can't stop to
And
listen for my own
I
thing.
redacted the names. These are
All right, guess
real
what? Uno just
data.
me I go hang up
I
and
redacted
play
the
through
names
this.
of
I
player
wanna go
1,
listen
2,
to the
3,
show
and
and we
4 for
call in the back,
midfield
alright?
position.
So
Two
they can hear it
reserves.
clear. Alright, good.
All right.
Yeah, cause people they might try this me sound people. You can't this JT sound, brother. Me have some of the best sound them on YouTube, dog. I true me just have you up on the line and me just did the kinda lay out the thing, brother. Me I show now my thing. My thing them click nice and clean, brother. My thing them ever clean. What you talk about, man? JFF Live, it come like somebody thief all the JFF Live, brother.
Vi kan først gå på pension, når vi bliver en million.
Et tip mere må ikke det går.
With artists nowadays, people. People, 1 second. Yeah, people. Remember to hit the light, but yeah, man, we're good now.
Player that is not trained.
There we go.
Run between 15 and 24 kilometers per hour. That's not trained, right? That's how fast that person could run. So it gives you an idea of when we look at the data of the player would best suit us. We know that these two games, the opposition will be high intensity, they'll play in transition and counter-attack. And for every position, these are some of the stats that drive the selection process. So it was not an emotional pick, they were all data-driven.
Yeah, man, it's good now, man.
And we tried our best, even when you make the criteria to select the right persons. These games are high-intensity games, and they are not for development, they are win or die games. So, as you know, we have our coming assignment March 26th, the Reggae Boyz versus New Caledonia. That's our first assignment, and we have 2 must-win games to qualify. Right. So I'll just name the official squad that we have here, and think it's a very balanced squad. We have 3 goalkeepers, 8 defenders, 8 midfielders, and 8 forward. Very balanced. And as you can see, there's a list. This. Goalkeepers, we have Blake, Knight, and Waite. Defenders, Ronaldo Webster, Bell, Pinnock, Lowe, Richard King, Joel Latibodier, Ian Frey, and Kyle Ming.
Nothing new there.
Midfielders, Isaac Hayden, Kevin Lambert, Karen Anderson, Tyree Saul, Andre Brooks, Casey Palmer, Bobby Reed, Bobby De Cordova Reed, Dwight Merrick, and here's my forwards. Sorry.
Okay. Whoa.
Forwards, Bailey, Kadamateri, Jamal Lowe, Mason Clark, Demarai Gray, Ronaldo Cephas, Leon Bailey, Tyrese Campbell, and Norman Campbell. That is the squad. We have 3 new faces, Tyrese Saul, Andre Brooks, and Mason Clark. At this level, we'd have picked also, well, he has played for Jamaica before, so I wouldn't bother to say what his name was. And so that's it. That's the official squad that we have at this moment. There is, however, the squad is not final for the simple reason that players are playing this weekend. Anything can happen. I hope all of them are safe. But, I mean, of course, we can make adjustment to the squad up to about 44 hours before the first game. Thank you. Any questions?
Thank you, Mr. Speed. Much appreciated there. As you notice behind Gregor, there is a microphone, so members of the media that have questions, 1 year indicated, then you can use the microphone that is located directly in front of me to pose your question, not just stand up and speak, but you use the microphone that is there so that we can hear what you're saying. Thank you very much.
Just to add that players will arrive for camp on the 22nd and will leave Jamaica on the 23rd, depart to Mexico. So that's additional information.
All right, Jamal, you would like to start?
Morning, Coach. Jamal Tucker from 876 Stream. You made a big point about the process that went into picking these players, and it was statistically driven, and I imagine other criteria that you didn't get into. I just wonder, is that to suggest that maybe more of that was needed before that wasn't there?
No, every coach is different. That don't mean what that coach was doing was wrong. It's just the way we see with this new team, that's the way we need to operate. So what we have done is to take out a lot of the subjectivity out of who gets picked and actually, go with the raw data and the people who are performing. So that is where we're at now.
Thank you, Jamal. Gregory?
Hi, good morning, Coach. Just a question regarding the selection as well as the new faces. At this point in time, can you speak about the margin of error that you have for these players to come in now to really hit the ground running, having chosen them over perhaps persons who have played through the qualifiers up to this stage?
No, I don't think. I mean, these players that we have gotten are really good players. In some cases, well, in all cases, they are upgrades. If you just compare, as I said, just go back to the selection criteria and you see what we're talking about. These players are playing, one of the players, Clark, is playing in a team that is bound to go to the Premier League next season, and he's starting day in, day out. And so we think these players can help us, It's not like to say that the other players who have been left out couldn't help us. It's just that these players we think can help us more.
Go ahead, Gregory.
Questions about two players, really. First, Jamal Lowe. He's not new to the national team, but he has been out for a while. What about his play this season that you've seen that has really earned him a call back?
Oh, that was one of the positions that we had a lot of issues with, the centre forward position. I mean, injuries, Borrell is injured. Mikel Antonio played his last competitive game, December 2024. No, I know that he has played 2 games since, but that is since we picked the squad. So we were really struggling in that position. Jamal Lowe, though, has been a consistent performer for his team, playing almost every single game. And you know something about him, his stats may not look so enticing at the moment, but guess what? He's rounded into form at the right moment. He's starting to score goals and make assists.
And just a second player I was speaking about, Dwight Merrick. If I'm not mistaken, he wasn't a part of the 2 squads for the Grenada and the Martinique.
He played both games.
He played both games?
Yes.
Yeah, you are mistaken.
Oh, sorry, then I must have the wrong name. Sorry, my bad then, that's my question.
Thank you, Gregory. Any other questions? Please utilize the microphone. All right, Roger, morning.
Yeah. Good morning, everyone. Roger Haspel here. The games against Grenada and Martinique, what would you have taken out of that game, those games, in terms of where you are, what you would like to see happen, what you would like to see executed on the field, taking into this game, bearing in mind that not many of the players who played there are named in this squad?
Well, I think there are 6 of the players who played there is named in the squad. So,
well, pardon my naivety. I mean, because I know we just never have the time to find out who really played in those games. But
you never have time to do your homework, brother. Shut your mouth, man.
Getting into these high-profile World Cup qualifying game, a game that will take you to the World Cup if you win them.
Right. So 6 of the players in the 27-man squad would have played in those games, and adults. And so, as a coach, what we were trying to do in those 2 games, we saw it came out in the Martinique games very well. People were really doing very well, playing according to the instructions. It was really a good game for Jamaica. So, with the limited amount of time that we have, whenever I'm trying to impart, or our technical team trying to impart the knowledge on all the rest of the players, I will have 6 persons to help me impart that knowledge. So, you can see the benefits right there. Okay. From a player point of view, that's how adults learn. They don't just learn from the coach alone. So from a player's point of view, I'll have 6 persons, in addition to the coaching staff who would have gone with us on those tours. So it was very important that we did those 2 games as a part of the building process leading up to the World Cup, these World Cup games that we have.
Oh, my God.
Closer.
No, I'm not that type of person. I use what I get. I'm not that type of person to think about what it should be or what it could be. We know from over 4 months now that what the dates were. We're going to get the players on the 22nd. That's what we're working with. We're not going to think about we should get in a week more. That's not in our vocabulary. We just work with what we have.
A lot of people keep talking about Democratic Republic of Congo, but we have a big matter of New Caledonia to get over the line with first. What have you been able to gather about this team so far in terms of, them competing against the Reggae Boyz?
Well, they are talking about democracy. We, the coaching staff, we're focused on New Caledonia, so we're not making that mistake. And we have had copious notes, and we have studied them immensely and intensively. So we are good where we are.
Mr. Coley, welcome back. Good to see you again.
Thank you, Roger.
Yeah. Different roles. I mean, you were in that seat in a different role in the past, but you are back now in a very crucial moment, a moment that can define, Jamaica's football going forward. What are you now being able to bring forward in comparison to then and now?
Well, straight off the bat, I'm more experienced. I know what is at stake in these 2 games. It's very important that I come here and integrate as much as possible in the team, in the technical staff team, and give as much support to the head coach, and drive the mentality of the players. They have to be professional from the kickoff. So that is important. So with my experience, I hope I can really play an integral role in this upcoming 2 games.
Yeah. And as Mr. Speed had said, I mean, you had months to look ahead to this game against New Caledonia. I mean, from your perspective, what would you have seen that we need to be very cognizant about heading into this game against New Caledonia first?
Well, we have to take in a holistic approach in terms of analyzing New Caledonia. It's a very good team, and you know, it's a chance for them to go to the World Cup. You know, so I know they will give in the 100%. So it's all about the mentality. I believe our players are mentally prepared and ready for the game. So yes, we have analyzed them, and we have done a lot of analysis of ourselves, what we can improve on, and I believe that we'll be ready and rolling for the game.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you, Roger. Wayne, morning.
Morning, Simon. Coach, head coach, that is. The 2 games that you played, Martinique, Grenada, one of the things that you said when you arranged the Martinique game was that it was specifically targeted because of New Caledonia. Is it because they're rumored to have a lot of French expats why you went for that team, or is it that something you saw in the Martinique team that's similar to New Caledonia?
Well, it's not a rumor anymore. They have 12 players in the squad from the French lower league, so it's not a rumor.
Mm-hmm. So you
Stop calling phone on my youth.
You went for them because French, or because you saw something in that team that reminds you of our similarities
well,
to
we
New
did
Caledonia?
try to get other teams, so they were available, and we thought there would be some similarities because there are 2 French colonies, really. So yes.
How much have you scouted New Caledonia? You personally, or you ask intermediaries to do it for you?
No, New Caledonia have a lot of issues. Like they have some civil war going there, so I wouldn't be going there, right? Right.
Yeah, you can scout from afar.
Yeah, no, we have all the games, and we have looked at them intensively.
You saw the New Zealand games?
Yes.
Good.
And the Gibraltar games.
You saw the Gibraltar games as well?
Yes.
All right. So we have,
and I spoke to the Gibraltar coach personally too.
Yeah. So a new slate for the coaching staff. What sort of a format strategy sort of that they'll be employing? Will we do away with what we had during the 4 finally won games, or you're going to take from that, put your own mix to it, or it's a clean slate for you in terms of your approach?
Our approach is zero base. We're moving from scratch and trying to look where we went bad, things we could have done better. So even we're looking at our Jamaican team critically to see what we could have done better, and looking at the opposition. So it's a zero-based approach. Yes, we look at what actually happened in the past, but our solutions is zero-based.
Yeah. Mr. President, let me ask you, there was some upheaval in Mexico about 2 or so weeks ago, to a point where FIFA had to send a team down there to sort of make sure that the way is clear for the 2 sets of games, the Bolivia in one side of Mexico, and of course we on the other side. How are things? What's the latest on that?
Well, we are supposed to be in Guadalajara, where the incursion actually took place. In fact, I just saw on my phone a message that Carlos Fernandez, who's in charge of competitions at CONCACAF, has asked of me that as soon as I'm available, I need to speak with him. But we're having 2 issues right now. Well, not so much 2, because I don't think there's an issue right now with Mexico. We have gotten the assurance from the Mexican Federation, and so too from CONCACAF and FIFA, that all systems go. In fact, I was surprised to have gotten a formal invite from FIFA.
You are now tuned in to your #1 radio station.
So, kind of find it strange, but that just suggests that they are intent on being there, and that all is well. The real issue we're having now is that our under-20s are supposed to be playing in Cuba on the 28th. Now, there's a huge question sign in that regard. But later on today, we will have some meetings with at least 2 ministers of government, and then we'll take it from there. But we are very, very nervous about Cuba. The parents are, and some of the under-20s are from the U.S. Their parents have major concerns. So we'll take a decision on that later today after consultation with some key stakeholders.
One last one. From an administrative standpoint, how crucial, let's say these two games, because at the moment we're only guaranteed one. We playing two, it'll come down to us. But how crucial are these pair of games, if we get both in, to the future of Jamaica's football? I understand the financial windfall that will come from it. Even probably don't need it, given what we see 2 nights ago. But how crucial, from an administrative standpoint, the future of Jamaica's football rests on these two games?
I think in recent times, it's probably the most important 2 games that the Jamaica senior men's team will play. I mean, probably the future of football in this country rests with our senior men's team and these 2 games. Like you have said, from a financial and commercial perspective, I mean, it's absolutely crucial. People are saying we have gotten loads and tons of dollars from Adidas. The arrangement is for 8 years. So whatever financial support, it will be spread over the period from here until 2034. As it is now, we have 14 teams that the JFF takes care of in every sense of the word. This year alone, we have maybe 4 or 5 teams that are in World Cup qualification. Traveling is expensive, super expensive. So from a development standpoint, from a social perspective, and from a financial perspective, it is absolutely crucial that we qualify for the World Cup.
If I could get one in with Miguel before I go. Miguel, where's the microphone? Yeah. So you were appointed along with Mr. Speed at the back end of last year. Can't remember physically seeing you on the island since. What sort of work have you been doing from afar as it pertains to the national team since you were appointed?
Okay, good question. The head coach would have assigned us the technical staff different roles. We would have meetings, sometimes 2 meetings per week, and we have been analyzing the team, New Caledonia, and we have been analyzing ourselves, and we have been, having talks in terms of, developing a good rapport within the technical staff. It has been going very good. So overall, my role as an assistant coach, despite not being on the island, has been one in which I have, been analyzing the New Caledonia team and giving my opinion.
So the people, it's basically the same team, folks. It's the same team. Nothing has really changed. Just the same team, It's just the same team if you ask me,
What we did?
Because Jamaica are no morals, man. No integrity. That's how it is.
It's a crab in a barrel situation, you know. You don't know,
because that's what I'm going well, always time up that step ahead of everybody on YouTube. You click me, time always time have a squad before everybody else.
Brother, give me a chance. Yeah, you can't blame Ryan, You can't blame Ryan.
I don't blame Ryan. There's somebody that came to get fired. Give me a call and then you have the one for saying this. But they're always to give the information.
Why me them finish talking there talking man and just a chippy
Hold on, Fisherman, everybody on the show, everybody listen, guys, we're live on YouTube. We're live. So every man them are gonna do with the hog pen thing and go work, brother. Everybody so talk over one another. Make a man finish him point each time, bro, and then no continue, brother.
Me I beg one chance. And then brother. When you know talk say Jamaica slap because information leak. But I want to stop disrespect Jamaica and them way there. Every country leak information will go on the FA. Who pick
and Travis, you called the wrong line. Guys, we have to hang up this call. We have to hang up because Travis called the wrong line. Because him called about 50 people one time. Hold on. Yeah, Travis called the wrong line. This is the line that we need to call, bro. Let me see here. Yeah, we need to call people who are actually gonna talk on the show. All right. Yeah, Travis called the wrong line. All right, we'll call the people in the line. All right, there you go.
I mean, every country do these things. Every country.
Well, look, listen, Blue Mountain. Hold on, come. We don't want Blue Mountain. We don't want to go over this. So Blue Mountain, hold on, Blue Mountain. Belt buckle boss, give me your take on the squad.
sir.
Because I see him squad different day, no brother.
Boy, I'm still not happy with the squad, brother, because when you bring out Anderson, you're gonna bring Anderson, Bobby Reed, and KC Palmer back in the team and a Lambert. Bro, what are these players gonna do? What
Hold on, continue, brother. Because me and Travis now going to take over his show now. Go on.
Bro, Ravel supposed to be in this team over some of these players. Like me here the player with name Dwight Maverick or one name. Like, bro.
About people in the
Stop this one thing, brother, man. Stop this stupid, man. The man don't get tired already, man. Don't say, man,
The team now go improve. The team won't go anywhere with those.
Travis, man can't finish in point, brother.
We can't give you a opinion, brother. People don't wait till you will lose or lose a game to come talk and I say, Lambert them not ready.
Same thing on
You cannot pick Lambert and KC Palmer, Bobby Reed them, or rocks them. Come back in our team, can't do what? Give me headache in a Vegas and I take pill. And I get headache whole day. Man, I play ball and I jump in a midfield. Nobody now create no pass. Here, run up pass, down pass field.
But hold on.
The rest of man, the rest of the people
Brother, one man have to go talking or we have to go just.
First, then we move on to the part.
Yo, you can't put them on the mute.
Yeah, you come and have to go hang up with them and then, cause they now go make you talk. Like, me not understand. Everybody just take over
like,
show.
You can't make a point, like.
Continue, bro.
Continue. Brother, I'm not agreeing with this midfield without a Ravel Morrison or Anglin or somebody who are going to change the football game. Brother, this is just a run up and down football. Tyrese, I'm sorry for you. Brother, you're going to play with a bunch of rocks like Lambert, Kevin Anderson. So yes, you don't watch the team then, man. You don't watch the team then. You don't watch the team then, man. You're too much nice, man. Yeah. You're not changing style. You're not changing the game. We're not going to the World Cup. Let me say it. Let me say it straight. I don't want cuss. Yo, you not go to World Cup. I can't tell you that. I can't take on mind off a World Cup. Only just go watch the game. We didn't even bother book no ticket to go to Mexico. I mean, they go if Rafael and Anglin them there coming at the team. Somebody don't have recognize more. Well, me not like the midfield. Just tell me the midfield.
Belt buckle boss. Yo, me go call you, bro. I just make Travis them go and stay over there some argue, brother. Cause they now gonna make you talk. Them just plan to take over a show today, dog. You see me? Me now gonna do that. But now, not right now, brother. Not right now, bro. Yeah, man. Me have to just get them and make them do for them things.
Brother,
so, yeah.
why can't see my own opinion? Brother, why one of your cuss back and forth, brother?
Yeah, we can't manage them, man.
Casey Power don't play nobody young there, some brother. Every time Casey go to a little team and go like in a baller. Bobby Reed come back and run up and down, brother. When you get call for Bobby Reed? When you take a call for Bobby, what you come do to Jamaica football, brother? You get much chance, brother. Every time you come, you get one chance. We are goalkeeper. Either you kick you over the goal post or you just do nothing with the football, brother. Why you keep on at the kick out? You're not coming back to play no football, brother. KC Palmer, what are you coming to do? Are you going to give us anything different from what you used to give the last time? Bro, you're not improving the squad. Where's Lambert going, brother? We're done with Lambert. Them are speeding them for when? Brother, Mr. Speed, you come back, brother, with the same run up and down, long kick, and top of the midfield and kick down man whole day. Lambert, Anderson, you are shy away from the football. You don't clear none with the football. You come and you just get your 50 and you act like you do something like turning the football 2 times back and back to the defender and go on like you do something, brother.
My brother, they got a chance. They got a little chance. I ask you a question. I ask you a question. I could talk logic and I could spit facts. Right?
Yeah.
I am a Ravel Morrison fan. But me ask you a question. What club is Palmer playing for now?
Bro, man gone on a Luton and I want league.
Yeah, League One in the Luton Town, League One.
League One. Where's Ravel Morrison playing now?
Bro, Ravel over playing ball, see him where brother and getting minutes, brother.
Just answer the question.
We want a league way around, so. Want a league way around that,
so you would pick a man who are playing a league where we don't know over a man who are playing a league with better quality.
Because Ravel have better quality, and we see that every time when Ravel comes, Ravel play the ball game, how the football get played.
I am a fan of. No, Virgin. I foolish to say that. I am a fan of Ravel. I am a big fan of Ravel.
Bro,
I don't think Ravel.
Look at me, don't want to hear about no KC Palmer come back and do what? What is KC Palmer gonna do? That Ravel cannot do. What Ravel is gonna do what KC do? Tell me. What KC can do better than Ravel?
Ravel not.
I'm not moving for some. I'm not football. Look at me there. Listen.
Brother, Ravel, brother, calm down, no. Ravel is way below par. Nobody
tell the man to calm down, bro. Nobody with the calm down thing and squad there today, brother. Squad there, bro.
No, we not agree.
Over KC and Bobby Reed, no.
We not agree.
Man, you give me high blood pressure after my seminar.
We are here, man. We are here.
Me know football. I'm going to tell you something. If Rob Morrison get the chance to play for Luton right now, he would have really shit. He would have glad. Palmer is playing for Luton, which mean people see the quality in Palmer now that they don't.
But say Palmer dropped from in the championship, right, to League One.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Look where
it doesn't matter then.
Listen, I am a fan of Ravel, bro. But I am telling you, you guys are Ravel has passed his prime. Ravel has passed his prime.
KC passed his prime, brother. KC passed his prime.
KC playing better than Ravel right now, brother.
And more fire, bro. What do you understand with quality and skill, brother? What do you understand, brother?
Brother, you have to talk right now. You have to talk straight foolishness. Me tell you straight.
Tell me what you say I gave with Ravel since I played.
Last game I watch with Ravel. When he scored the penalty, me get a highlights, a clip. I win him in a play. Me never watch the whole game, I get highlights.
You didn't watch the penalty. Can't the highlights, but with the penalty, me see now.
No, me see 10 minutes of the game, brother. Because me have it on Instagram, me have it on YouTube, me have it on everything, brother.
And you say, man, do it, you don't want to see happening in the national team.
Basic football, man, a good dog. What we need in a Jamaica football. Somebody go for the football. Let's sorry for the football. No, get the football, dribble and jump, brother. Let's get the football in, look up, put the ball to the right, put the ball to the left, knock it, one move in a space. Can't see that, we cannot do that, brother.
Brother, you're talking nonsense. You're talking nonsense.
I don't know who now watch, brother. I don't know who now watch.
Listen, me think Palmer. Me think at this point.
We cannot do a basic football in Jamaica squad. We cannot play the football on the midfield of the player, brother. Cannot do it.
Brother, I disagree with you.
What can you see them and having them do against good team when they play against Jamaica? Only thing I can remember about Madrid is the goal and score against Mexico. Can't see the little either thing when the goal and score perform about. That's the only thing the man can defend about. That's the only thing.
Belt buckle. So none of the new youth them will come in now can't help the team. They can't help the team.
Bro, we can't see what them man are coming can do right now. They come too late.
So hold on, here's a prophet.
You know, you're Estronium.
So I'm gonna run them alone. Can't make the difference.
No, me ask him. No one know him is a prophet. Cause him a
Prophet,
the
name is Nostradamus. The man name is Belt Buckle Nostradamus, bro.
Bro, I'm a general. What you hear me?
Yeah, man, got you, Marley, got you.
Yeah. At the end of the day, bro, that team, bro, me look at the criteria, it's good and it's bad, bro. Cause some man, them a look for what them a doing in them club farm, bro. But when they come to Jamaica,
Leon Bailey, them. Leon Bailey. Where Leon Bailey?
So, them man always get picked because of them farm with them.
Yes, sir.
So, you know, make no sense. You know,
Meji, watch me now. Stop.
No. Wait, hold on there. Blue Mountain. Hold on. Blue Mountain. Blue Mountain. But Blue Mountain. The people them. Blue Mountain. Me I watch what you show to the brother. You can't call down the people them pan your show in brother. You always tell the people them if you stop and they might talk foolishness. It's a man opinion, brother.
Blue Mountain.
JT. Listen, matter. Give me a
chance.
Blue Mountain in here.
Give me a chance. Let me ask you a question. Me ask you one on a question logically. See, you don't tell me. If him can't pick the players them that are representing them club and I pick the player them based on the club where they represent and if them playing good or not. You know what I mean? If him can't do that, what criteria is he gonna use to pick players then?
Yeah, that's not necessary right now, brother. We want players with quality.
You ask the man the certain player not fear play.
So you tell me say Katie and Leon Bailey come perform to Jamaica now, no?
There must be a criteria where you pick the player them bad.
Bro, 2 games, brother. We need players who willing to fight and die for it, brother. 2 games leave. This is no criteria or whatever, brother.
Alright, me willing to fight and die for Jamaica. So the coach you come for me.
If you used to play football, brother, you're good enough.
Me feel like I'm good enough, but am I good enough?
No, feel like you're good enough for one thing. People, let me read that super chat. People, yeah, brother, Blue Mountain. Me have a show. Blue Mountain. Me run a show, you know. People, me run a show, you know. Like it come like for me show, like me now, but I run a show. People, me have a super shot. We have a super, brother. Me have a super chat on the screen. All right, Marcus Garvey, your background. All right, let me read this here from Marcus Garvey, background echo. Yeah, someone please explain what's the difference between Bobby Reed, Casey Palmer, Anderson, and Lambert would make to this team to help us qualify. This is a super chat from Joe Grind.
Bro.
So
you want double the money there.
Ask that person to name 5 players who can replace those players.
Brother, we are player can replace him and that.
Anglin.
What's the difference between Anglin and the new midfielder what them bring in now? The new midfielder from Mobile. What's the difference? What's the difference?
Bro, I just not impressed with these 4 players that the guy just called, brother. They're not good enough for Jamaica, brother. They're not good enough.
Well, Anglin not good enough.
That even when they pick up, we are a big team now when we play a World Cup. We know do one hell better. We can't tell that straight up. So we don't know if people are telling us, bro. The man that will come, bro, they know we are better. It's life for life. They know we are better than the other man that will not complain, bro. So regardless if the other man play or the man play, we still don't make a difference, bro. Believe.
Ravi Morrison right now cannot make a 3rd division in England.
Bro, he can make the club. It's not that he can't. It's not that he can't make it, but in Blue Mountain, it's because of his.
You want to tell me, Ravi Morrison would have left a professional.
No, we are trying to explain to you, brother. It's not that he can't make it. Ravi Morrison mess up his reputation. He mess up his reputation. You can't say he can't make it.
JT, me on the talk all the time. I'm tell you something like Ravi.
No, but bro, you now understand where we are set. We not brother. Belt Buckle boss, you're not really good pan listening, you know, man. You're not Belt Buckle. Blue Mountain. We understand what you're saying, but based on football terms, Ravel Morrison can actually make a championship team. But based on reputation, He cannot. He cannot. And that we are trying to differentiate the thing, brother. We are differentiate the thing. Yes, so we disagree. We disagree.
I disagree. He was at Derby County and I didn't fit in, brother.
Brother, he had his best season at Derby. Listen. At Derby County, Ravel had one of his best seasons in the championship. So you never watch a ball game. Go ask Wayne Rooney. That's why Wayne Rooney brought him to DC United.
So why they let him?
But me just tell you, so you never watch the game because you use a point that was a lie.
So why they let him go?
You just made a big lie. Because when he was at DC United, they only had spot. You know, saying the MLS, right? Is certain spots allocated to international players. And he looked like him and Wayne Rooney. I don't know what happened there. No, Wayne Rooney was under pressure. I think Wayne Rooney lose every game. And Wayne Rooney dump off Ravel Morrison because his salary was high as well because he's getting paid as an international player and he's eating up one of the international spots. He was still in. But this is not. I didn't shoot myself. You asked me what happened.
Wayne Rooney lose every game.
So Ravel Morrison make Wayne Rooney lose every game? Ravel Morrison.
JT. Let me come in real quick, please. Let me come in real quick. Can I jump in real quick? So earlier I said that I'm just going to sit back and wait till I hear what Speed and the coach administration said. So for me, I'm behind Speed 100%. It's two things I was looking for. Is the selection process of how they broke it down. And they broke it down to the T. All my years of watching Jamaica Football Federation, I never seen this kind of selection. When he said that he made the selection based on the team, not just picking a player, but the team that we're playing and the players that we're picking, are for the players that we're selecting is good enough to face that team. It's not just they went out and say, you know what? These players are playing at a high rate or we think they're good, so we're just going to pick them. No, he picked them based on the team that we're playing. That's a plus. Second, he also asked them a question about the new kids that's coming in. And he actually interviewed them. He just didn't say, hey, come on board. He actually interviewed them. He said the first thing that he was looking for is how the enthusiastic, how they were so happy and just really wanted to play. And some of them wanted to play for Jamaica for years now, and finally they got a chance. So when I see these kind of things, that's the future of our football federation, and also the selection, the criteria, how they're doing it now is by stats, is by it's to the next level. That we're trying to meet the world, and that's what we're doing. So I'm very proud of this coaching staff based on what I see now. I can support them now. I'm full speed ahead right now, based on what I see.
And JT, if this is coming from determined, is that you?
I'm behind the coaching staff 100%.
Determined man who beat Speed Go and beat Speed come on the JFF. That was determined, I remember.
But so I cannot do that. I cannot do. Look, the man Speed even went out of his way and said that the teams that New Caledonia played, he went and spoke to the coaches of the team that they played. This is different. I never hear a coach a recruiter like this and do their research to the team.
Right.
Who does that?
Look at Speed at practice when we see him do. The team picks some midfielder, we have midfield empty. Like most I coach them always try to some look experiment. You see, so we give him that practice. I'm seeing some player will literally play the position. Them play the 6, them play the 8. You understand? So we all give that practice. And now I always say going forward we need to get midfield and not somebody where play one on the wing and you try to put him on the wing in a midfield like Bobby. We don't want to something. If you make Bobby play team position and make him money play with them position with them natural play and them club. You see me? No, we give him that practice. So this is what we want to change in my life. I like that. So if we have a lose, we can lose it who play the professional position. We'll prefer that. But otherwise, like I see him time in basically pick so like I see him time, you don't know.
Amen. No difference. Just new players and players who are not gonna fit in easily. I don't see
But
where this thing
again,
gonna improve, bro. Who's gonna
but
control
again,
the football? Who's gonna control the midfield, brother? Who's gonna go for the football, brother?
But you haven't seen these guys play yet,
Bro,
so
I
just a
know
pass
these
judgment
players
on the
are
youth them,
not
sir.
gonna be able to take on that
You
pressure, brother.
can't know, brother. You
Paul
can't
is
know.
just what 20,
Brother,
23,
you,
22-year old.
brother,
He's
you
not ready,
can't,
brother. He
brother, you
can't
can't
manage
know.
this, brother.
Brother, you
no, don't
He
use
can't.
need
the
a
age. Don't
Ravel
use the
alone.
age, General. Don't use
Brother,
the
He
age
need a
because
senior
age
player,
really mean nothing. But me no know them about gel enough and communicate enough. And that's the
bro.
thing too. Me no know them
JT,
about
Bro,
communicate.
JT,
can give me, let me
Me know.
speak. Give me a minute.
JT, can I ask you a question, JT?
Give me a minute, the boss. Let me speak now. You know
Right.
how Tyrese Hall, knowing that these guys are overseas, knowing Ravel, know who Ravel is, being on the field with them would give them more confidence. Knowing there's a Ravel next to them, a very skillful player, confident player who's gonna do box and box with them and get them that confidence. These young players gonna come in the team now. Come to Hayden, who doesn't talk. Anderson, who is not a senior man, and Bobby Reed and Casey is just not good enough. Bro, I don't see, bro. I don't see. I cannot
Reggie,
see, brother.
you've been saying it for the
Bro, I
last
cannot see this.
since you come in our chat, you've been saying the same thing, Reggie.
Bro, because we not learn, brother. Every day we talk about this for 2 years.
No,
2 years we are dealing with Bobby Reed and Casey, brother.
Listen,
2 years, brother.
Buckle boss. Hold on the blue one. Bet buckle boss.
Yeah.
Me hear you and Speed one-on-one attack, bro. And this pattern here come and a spin for with ears and a beat down for with ears, It's not really working, bro. Because you have Speed attention and a pair skinny teeth and Speed, I love you. And something. And why you come and a spin for with ears, bro? You have the opportunity to do all of them at the end, bro.
My boss, let me tell you something. Remember, so me get information say Ravel will be in the team, brother. And then me say, all right,
you should have pressed it upon him and make sure they have it in their head because they never have him in his spot before.
Yeah,
me never know that because me get wrong information, brother.
Me
get wrong information.
My brethren from Long Island.
Eh?
Brethren from Long Island. All right. Me try to get the best analogy. This man I said him can't see certain players doing certain things. And every player have the day on the park. And a lot of these players want to prove that they deserve to be in the team. So they might just go out there and do the job. They might just go out there and play a game you have never seen in their life. You can't doubt the man because Ravel them on the team. That's what I try to say, Virgin.
Yo, the man said Ravel work rate not up to par. So therefore, Ravel is a liability. You pick players when the work rate is high. And that's what he want.
And it's that simple. It's that simple. You said it in the first. Very simple.
So therefore, leave the coach alone. This coach pick the most midfield me see in about 100 years for Jamaica team. And everybody that's picked for midfield is a midfielder. No defender is in midfield.
Thank you, sir. What's your name, sir? What's your name? Call it Mikey
But
B.
listen to this now. But
you.
JT have on the screen Frey I play midfield when they pick Frey as a defender. So they say JT I do the same thing.
All right. Big chance, sir. The last game Frey played for Jamaica in the midfield, right?
Yeah, but they play right back for Miami.
Yeah, but
he also played the right back too.
But hold on. The last game he played, right? Remember when he played in the midfield? Frey was the one who looked more like a midfield to me. He was the one that was going for the ball and moving.
But
Frey can play both positions.
Yeah.
Anybody can say I'm lying? Anybody here can say I'm lying?
No, but what I'm saying is he can play both positions. That's what I'm saying. If you look at how you play for Miami.
My boy, Bel Bokubas there. It's like Bel Bokubas. It's time we love Robert Morrison. We wish him all the best. We thank him for the service. But right now, he's just not up to par. I don't think
that's enough.
It's not enough. Look at Leon Bailey. You know Leon Bailey linked to Butler. Butler Speed not see eye to eye. But Bailey in our team, so we know about assist tonight.
And this is what I was saying. I just wanted to see Speed and his explanation. If you look at the way that Congo play, their work rate is not normal. It's pace.
Them man they run like thief, man.
Yes, pace, all from start to finish is pace.
So
So
therefore, Ravel,
once I listen to what he said, it's spot on. I don't have an issue.
But I tell you, African team have the same weakness as Caribbean teams. If you're patient enough and pick them apart, you will beat them by 5-6 goals. So don't watch the pace, though.
But if you can't keep up with them, they will beat you by 12.
No. Football is not always about speed, Bridget.
I know it's a speed, it's a pace and work rate.
Bro, the man them go to Mexico go play, bro. High altitude and everything. The man them have to be conditioned, bro. So if the man them
No, brother. But football is a game where you can play patiently and pick teams apart.
Bro, you have to put the condition. Bro, you have this. Yes, you agree on the same thing, bro. So nobody thinks it's a combative thing.
No, but me not think speed and a pick player when I have the condition, Bridget. Me not think speed
and a pick player. Well, you know, I shouldn't bring up with McLaren them though, but we see coaches do that before, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but me not think speed. Ready?
Blue Mountain.
Listen, let me tell you something. I know what's going to happen. I'm confident it's going to happen. We're going to give New Caledonia a beat and they never get before. Because
no, we're not going to start, bro.
No, listen. You see, these players were speed pick, they want to go to the World Cup. And I think they will go out there and fight as hard as them can. I think they're going to see a new Jamaica. That's what I feel.
Blue Mountain, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Comparing the Spanish national team to the Congo national team, would you say the Congo national team has a higher work rate and is more physical?
No.
So you said
which is what I explain to you.
Hold on. So you're saying that the Spanish national team is more physical than the Congo national team?
No, I didn't say that.
No. Hold on. But I ask you if you would say Congo national team is more physical than the Spanish national team. You will say that?
Yeah, way more.
Okay, so which team is a better team, the Spanish national team or the Congo national team?
But this is what me
No, I am asking a question. I am not.
No, but I think y'all are disrespecting African football. Them days is done. It's not just about physicality and speed.
African football.
Yeah, they actually can play. Like they can actually make passes.
Crispy and determined. Listen.
Hold on. Blue Mountain, I am not. Blue Mountain, I am agreeing with you. I just want to reason. I want to reason or something. Because remember last night we what's going on here not determine Blue Mountain. The same thing that we talked about last night at the end of the program, you know. This over reliance and this physicality, you know. You know, it's the same thing. You see, it's rearing ugly head again.
But I didn't say that. You know, somebody said that team is full of PS. I
am agreeing with you. I
said African team suffer from the same thing as the Caribbean team. Therefore, no matter how physical how much pace them have, if you play football smart and patient, you can pick them off easy. That's all I'm saying.
You know, this brutish run up and down physicality that we are impressed all the time, it does not work.
Them days are over, man. Those
days never existed because those teams were never those teams.
Hold on. You see the brain, hold on, you see the brain as an artist, smartness have always overcome the physical or anything. That's why Argentina, Brazil, and Spain them always overcome these African teams. Listen. Jamaicans don't have that brain, so we're not going to talk about. We don't have that structure where we can outsmart Africa. So basically,
you can't answer that. You can't say with that. No, man. You don't have that brain. You don't have that brain. You don't have that brain. Just say you. Just say
emotion. Listen to me, Jamaican team. Listen to me, man. We don't have a midfield good. We don't have a good midfield. You talk about we play smart. We don't play. We don't play nothing. We play a ping bang ball. That's if you want to fuck. We play one big kick up and run and get the ball and touch. Listen. But
you don't know what. But you don't know how this new team. You don't know how this team is going to play, Reggie. Now you got.
Well, in general, I'm just speaking of what in previous teams that I see Jamaican use. We never have.
That's right.
we play one
Man, you
structure thing. So
don't go by previous. Don't go by previous. We have a new coach. We have a new coach. We have some new players, and we have to try something different. Don't go by be confident. Be confident.
What kind of speed wasn't the technical director when he did it with the coach?
Listen, I have the confidence that we're gonna go in and do something different. I have the confidence that we're gonna go in and play like
I want to talk to you after the game. After the game, I want to see you over here.
Yeah,
make sure you're over here. Make sure you're over here.
Brother, I'm gonna run from an argument, you know. Me I go agree with based on previous Jamaica team, we never play with a really
exactly. So we could talk back now. That's the more you talk.
I say you don't know what can happen in that game because there's games where Jamaica play and we play like we are star team, and then the next game we play like crap.
A shape the other structure. That the coach in that time build a structure and then no. In leave the team because in the thing, you can see, you could see the structure of Jamaica bounce the ball literally. Me not go on him. You see me and then
don't forget Paul.
But what? Jamaica no want wait. Things develop. So Jamaica just say no want them. Wait. Because them hooligan mentality. And then we come back straight to play one game.
I don't remember which game. Grimmy play one game. I don't remember which game. But that was the most pass message Jamaica making a long time. And I said, Jano, I never know what's the part.
Against what team? Against what team?
I don't remember which team, you know.
I don't remember. Hold on. You know the curious will be full of we don't bounce no ball. You didn't know that? We don't individual brilliant football and stuff. So we're not playing a system. We're not playing nothing.
I know the most I would probably remember that one game there. We pass and made a lot of passes.
So when KC performed?
I think so. Was KC No, I don't want to tell a lie, but we had a game. We had a game where we made some great passes, and that's why I say you cannot just write off the team and say we're not in a midfield and this and that and that and that.
All right, bro, let me show you how bad Jamaica is. Let me show you how bad Jamaica is. That's the truth. You know, any Jamaica go under one love. Most Jamaicans cannot say again though. Like you cannot say, we lose.
You come like one of them man there. You come like one of them man there when the youth them go to school back in the days. They have them book full up in them back pocket, and when them go come on entrance, I said, "Now pass exam, man." That you coming like.
You don't want to know what I country.
Bro, we have to speak reality, brother. We know how the team operates, brother.
Yeah, I just
reality. You can't. It's not reality until the game is played. It's not reality until the game is played. It's not reality until the game is played.
Previous can tell you what is the team all about because that's
we don't care about previous. Cause previous past. The game is coming up. We have a new team.
Why am I wrong?
Brother, don't worry about that.
I hope this money I live. You know, say that brother I live. I hope say new player them brother get win and win and play good. I feel hope you hope brother.
Listen,
tell me some new man come in and hit the ground running.
Let me tell you how Jamaican stay. Jamaican stay. Well, so beat New Caledonia, Mark Murray, JT, everybody in the group determined, crispy. You have to hear them same set of man come. The same set of man want to cause what? What? Me have a listen to that.
This is me I say I'm not going to talk facts. Jamaica, remember, never man out there play ball, so don't get it twisted. Jamaica might just roll off and I don't see Jamaica, I go win them right out. Honest to God, that me can't say be a fact. If me see Jamaica win, like win them right out, like win the game done 90 minutes, I go say, wow, that was that extra luck. I swear to God.
You sound like me.
If you might go penalty shooter, will look your way. You be like that, yeah.
That's right.
Well, brother.
I agree with you, brother. I agree with you, brother.
Well, from me,
win them. Me not set up. Me tell the truth. Honest to God. Me not ball. No can go. And win can go straight out.
Determine. You got to say something to you. Determine. I say something to you. You don't say what I got determine. It's a speed interview with the players then.
Correct. And that's where it's about to go. Go ahead.
And he kind of got the mindset of the players.
Correct.
Which when you say that, it makes me feel good. So me know them players that have the intention to go out there and put out
determine,
determine
if you
Listen,
start a job
but
interview,
that's not
brother.
only
It's
it.
not a
But
job
that's not only
interview.
it. Even if we lose these 2 games or 1 game, right? At least we know the future look bright because these kids that he bring in is some caliber players.
Nothing is
That's
wrong
it.
with that, brother. Nothing is wrong with
Yes.
that having
So
them, but when you leave a Ravel, a senior midfielder who should be there talking, dictating the
no,
game,
Rabbit shouldn't be
dictating the
there.
game,
my
brother.
brother, my
One game
brother,
we can
listen,
lose.
listen,
One game we can
listen,
lose. That's it.
listen. Let me tell
Anything
you
we lose,
something,
that's
right?
it.
I'm a
That's
Ravel
it.
fan, but this is what I'm saying.
You're not a Ravel. I'm not rate Ravel.
No,
You're not a good baller.
we are Ravel fan.
Right?
Cause
We're all
I wanted
Ravel
him in the
fan,
team.
but it's like, for instance, Bobby Reed, Damian Lowe. These players we're supposed to get rid of a long time ago because they're declining.
Damn.
They've been declining.
And
Right?
that's why them should
I
get
don't know why
targeted.
we keep
Bobby Reed
listen.
and
What do we
decline
call
too.
him back?
Let me tell you
We
something
respect
about
them, but
football.
they're not in our team now. Bobby Reed
Yes,
in our team now. Honest to God.
listen. I give them a round of applause, but we got to send them
Yeah.
on their way. It's
Congratulations.
done.
Thank you for your
Yes,
service.
thank you for your
But
service. Move
them time
on.
done. Them time
Yes,
done. I just have to
and
Neymar. Neymar
our
said, you know, I use
goalkeeper,
Neymar.
our
And people Neymar
goalkeeper
time
right,
done. I just stop.
the goalkeeper right now on his last leg. We have to keep them moving, bring in
Yes.
younger blood.
That's why you
Come
feel
on.
talk for the program start, big man. I saw you feel talk. Like you know the game. You know they are talking about Ravel needed. We need Ravel, a senior midfielder who's
No,
gonna
we don't need
calm the
Ravel.
game
We don't need
when
him.
we
We
need
don't
to
need
calm the
Ravel.
game.
We don't need
When
Ravel.
talk about them
We
all
don't
run
need
at way,
Ravel.
we have
We don't
Ravel in
need
the
Ravel.
midfield. A whole the football. Bro, me not go through this with Casey and Bobby. Me not go through like later with Casey and Bobby. And me I go on my knee today and hope that things change before game time.
Well,
Yo, God.
JT previously said that Ravel could make a team in the championship on footballing grounds, but not on disciplinarian grounds, right?
That's facts. That's facts.
I don't think so.
I'm okay. So why should discipline be overlooked where our national team is concerned?
No,
Because we don't have a lot of
Christy,
quality, brother.
no,
We
but
don't have a lot
listen,
of
Okay, so
quality.
let's be honest. But let's be honest. Why, if Ravel is that good, why is he not playing in a better league? Let's just be honest about it, bro.
I want to address this point because
Determined these guys don't
people
know
do not
CBA.
like when I bring up culture, you know. But it raises it ugly head all the time. Why do Jamaican people overlook discipline?
Bro, our baddest bad man player them, a Walter boy, and them the man there, the general them and anyone left. We bring enough to the football. Jeremy and you wanna try left Jeremy and you. Wanna left Anderson, wanna left Tom Johnson. All the big players them wanna see a problem. Wanna left them out and then go fail.
Brother.
Why do we overlook discipline where Jamaica is concerned?
At the time when Jeremy and you was reigning, he could not play over Whitmore. He could not play over Cargill.
Bro, that time when Tapa coach the team, when Tapa coach the team, he could have called Jeremy and you. And he no call Jeremy and you when Tapa coach the team. And
Tapa bring in Jeremy and you.
Jeremy and you no run.
Why do we overlook discipline as a people?
Bro, we don't care about discipline. Once you have baller, you have baller, you feel like team.
Okay, so this is our culture.
I take we through football a long time. And you know them never the top man, a general and problem them, but we couldn't let them for them and they have them free kick, brother.
You people need to stop counteracting me, you know. Because anytime I say these things and you guys get upset, it comes back to it then
when on them playing in a successful Jamaica team, which was the qualification for World Cup, they had to be disciplined. So don't say
yes, they have to be disciplined. Everything that you do, you have to exercise discipline.
You want to be problem and still play in our team.
And Blue Mountain at the time, the Jamaican culture was advocating for a player who lacked discipline to be at the team.
We can prove my point then when we talk. When Simais come, Onandelo and Simais had a little beef because Onandelo wanted to play strikers. Simais had Onandelo playing sweeper. When Simais leave, Onandilo could not control no more. Onandilo went back up front. See?
And that was the best thing ever happened, right?
No. Jamaica
What do you mean?
Jamaica, did we qualify for the next World Cup? Did we qualify for the next World Cup?
So you say because that thing why we never qualify.
Bro, we had striker. We needed a sweeper. And he was the
best person to be a sweeper. He was the best person to be a sweeper.
Bro, if the player mind is not there, why are you gonna force him? Why are you gonna force the player to play somewhere he doesn't want to play?
Why you not force him? It's a team sport.
Bro, if the player tell me say he don't want to play there, I'm not playing him there.
Top of my team.
Jeremy and Beckford. One turn Jeremy and Beckford in a defender. Cannot coaching them there.
Then you cannot play in my team. You cannot play in my team. You
cannot play in. When I force player where the player can go. I go force players.
But when it's small days, it's different from now. When it's small days, was you have a big and tall and strong. That was a big bias not when it's small. We make it real. So under the law, we have the height and the big and thick. So automatically, when it's small, him as a defender because he know the Jamaica, as we say, really smart. So we have to try use the mental, physical strength, and that's a fact. So me I try to say, bro, that was back then, but no kind of change, bro. No kind of change. Ball game develop and gone far miles from this, you see me? So make it be real. That's what I have to charge. So we can't
just can't see it.
The brother say
we cannot overload discipline. Discipline is the part of the sport. And if Ravel, he cannot be selected at the club level for disciplinary reason. It should be the same thing for the national team.
One top of foolishness. Some man a club bully, some man a national, international player, brother. Messi a club bully. Messi them a club bully. When they go for in country, you pay 16 lick. Pay 16 lick.
Yeah, but stop talking foolishness upon it, bro.
Foolishness.
Messi a club bully, brother. Stop on the foolishness. Messi a club bully. Just like me and Daly.
You're belt buckle boss. You're the brother who are talking
they only perform at their club. When they come at their country, they cannot even take a free kick.
Alright, that's nice. Make the perform even here when you know win World Cup. When you go Germany. Why you make the man win World Cup long time? Stop that bullshit.
Oh, no, go blame he go win.
Make the player damn good right to the World Cup.
Man, Messi bootlicker, man. Irish Saxon. They all on a bootlicker.
If Ravel lack discipline at the club level, are we saying that as soon as he put on national colours, he's going to be disciplined and he's going to be wonderful for the dressing room at national level? I don't think so.
Bro, but when he come out, when he play upon the football field, do you not see a difference in the midfield, brother? A calm, composed player?
Again, the key is not only what you see on the football field.
Bro, if I mean like speed, we give Ravel all in one room and give him all a car. We keep him quiet for 2 days. Too much more Ravel to be good.
I don't think y'all are being honest, right? Because if you look at a Ravel, you notice what the coach said? He said out of all these players, is one player that he'll make an exception for. Who did he say that for? Mason Greenwood. And why is that? Because Mason Greenwood is putting out, right?
We say we don't